Hello, everybody. This is Mike, also known as Win 5, Get 1 Free, and we are back by unpopular demand to another episode of Projekt Severovo. So, where we last left off, well, that's not exactly important, to be honest with you. We see a screen. It's a black screen with green text coming across it. And most of the text is incomprehensible programming, such as null.dev and then a string of random letters and text, or like timestamp and then a whole bunch of random corrupted text, and we see several things happening, and then we see one piece of text come up, and it says funct.param -1. And then we see it repeated again and 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 again. As you guys find yourself completely disoriented, it feels almost as if you're some sort of just floating mote of light in a giant tunnel, blasting and slamming against the walls in some way or another, feeling almost like that scene from 2001: A Space Odyssey where all the space is just slamming beside the dude's face, and he like opens the doors of perception or whatever that's supposed to be. You guys see, Gary's on his way. You guys see, let's see. You guys see, like, just all of this warping, and it feels like your stomach is dropping out of you, but it also feels like you don't have a stomach. You're focused on a fixed point at the end of a tunnel, and this tunnel is endless and infinitely short at the same time. You're overwhelmed sensorily with the sound and with the sight and with just the vibration, the feel, the rushing. And you have all of this happening at once, and then, wham! It feels like you are slammed into you're slammed into the gross crudeness of, once again, the sweat of your body and the weight of your arms and your legs. You smell what smells like antiseptic and having a hard time seeing and breathing. You feel that there's a strong, massive connection at the back of your neck. Both of you.
Sorry, you cut out for me at least. The what connection? What kind of connection?
Just this massive connection in the back of your neck. It's like there's like something there. You maybe move your head around a little bit and find that your head is rigidly stuck on the horizontal, on the X and Y plane.
Can we move our arms?
You lift up your arms, sort of, and you feel the drag of something sticking out of it, and they feel heavy and awkward and clumsy.
Can I open my eyes?
You open your eyes, and you immediately feel sick, like to your stomach. It's so much all at once. There's a lamp that's obviously was once bright, but is now flickering above you. And you see this gray steel ceiling.
What the fuck? Try and remove myself from whatever restraints I'm in.
You are not in any restraints. However, you attempt to lift your head up, and you notice that, first of all, it feels like there's a pinch on the inside of your head as you lift it up. And second, it appears that you are aligned on a rod.
Oh, okay.
I just want to go back to sleep because this is obviously just a bad dream.
Yeah, and maybe your head thinks that, but your mouth just kind of
I'm back.
Yeah.
Feels
Yeah.
like my tongue's a bunch of cotton balls.
Yeah, no, yeah. You feel swollen and at the same time empty.
Hey, I feel like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel that. I feel the second half all the time.
Ha ha ha. God. But yeah.
Sorry, I'm still building the character. You guys go on. Continue.
Yeah, you're good.
Bar by bar, do you mean like a singular flat rod, or
A rod sticking vertically into the back of your head.
ow?
Can I reach around and grab it?
You reach around and start to grab it, and it's firmly affixed. You feel a cord beneath it. It's firmly affixed to, these are some old gross sheets. They feel brittle and just soaked through with fluid.
Yay. I fucking hate this. What's around? Is all I
You
can
look
see the
around.
metal roof?
You like peer your eyes, and from what you can see some sort of mesh on a wall beside you, a like some sort of bright panel display, and you're like, wait, I know this. This is like a TV or a panel. And then to your other side, you see somewhat darkness and what appears to be a setup similar to yours, though you cannot see the bed, only the lamp.
Is anybody...
You hear the whirring of fans and the murmuring of another person.
Is somebody there?
Jonathan, you hear your two compatriots have awoken. You've slumped yourself to the desk because you know you need to check the vitals. They appear to be okay, and they appear to be returning to neural connectivity. They appear to be at about 80% neural connectivity.
Anything aside from the neural connectivity, is there any other vital signs that I should take note of?
Yes. Their neural insertion points have not been serviced in about a decade. And then you immediately go, oh fuck. A decade?
Yeah, that's subpar, to say the least.
True.
Um,
I would agree.
yeah. Taking any note from that, mine's likely the same way. Yeah.
Yeah, you like reach to the back and you feel that the neural shunt is partially rusted and there appears to be some sort of seepage coming from it.
Oh.
I'm getting a fucking tetanus shot when this is over.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Uh,
And Jonathan, allow me to bring you and only you to this room. Can you
ooh.
see this?
You've used the dark magic that you've been
I've used the
gifted.
dark magic!
Excuse me, you're gonna have to reveal that dark secret to me, please?
After the session.
Uh-huh.
Okay, hold on. Let me
Yeah.
reload as a player because I forgot that I was still not as a player.
LOL.
Yeah, Keck W.
But yeah, so you see this room, it's definitely in a worse state than you left it, but everything still seems to be here. It's just obviously
Alright, well,
aged over a decade.
on the topic of dark secrets, I see just blackness.
Uh try this one more time. Nope. Hold on. That was everybody.
Whoops.
There you go.
Oh,
Can you see it now?
I can.
Okay, excellent.
Too bad our viewers can't see it.
Ha ha ha.
R.I.P.
Um,
viewers.
Yeah. So yeah, you are in you're in the workshop. So it was named.
Yeah. You can definitely see which monitor's mine.
True.
I agree.
Let's
Uh,
see. So yeah, your friends are friends are waking up. You can, instead of making it the hard way like it was for you, you can lower their neural shunts.
Yeah, I believe that's probably in everyone's best interest.
Okay? You hit the button to lower the neural shunts, and behind both of you guys, you hear what sounds like just a snapping mixed with almost like the sound of a ping pong ball being hit, as like the whatever was in the back of your head, boom, right into the table, and you feel a really sharp pinch for just a second, and then you feel nauseous again.
Question: if we actually like rolled over to try to throw up, would we actually have anything to throw up, or is it just a bunch of dry heaving?
Yeah, you guys are definitely dry heaving if you're throwing up.
Oh, yeah.
And even rolling over is a challenge. You look at your hands, and you, first of all, both of you see a bracelet. James, your bracelet says Ian West. Gunner, your bracelet says Persona Angostura.
What the fuck? Who's that?
Isn't cool?
The second thing that you
Ugh.
notice is that you guys are deathly thin right now.
Is that? Oh, Zeg.
Jonathan, it is very clear that they are seeing very hard signs of dump shock. You also are experiencing dump shock. However, you have had your foot in reality and kind of known about this for a while. So you are more having the memory dissociation, but you know that you're in the real world.
Yeah. Probably still somewhere along the lines of like, all right, time to remember which ones are actually memories and which ones are memories that aren't memories.
Yeah, how like
Kryukov.
where do I switch between Kryukov and Jonathan? Like
Oh,
sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Zeg. Why doesn't this sound like my voice?
All you get is like someone trying to talk, but their throat is so dry and scratchy that all that kind of comes out is a bunch of.
Mm.
Maybe, yeah. Tries to get up off the table. That ends horribly.
Oh yeah, you end up kind of slumping back onto the table. You're so weak, it's not even a flop. It's just kind of a slight lift, and then like just like a huh, you know.
What am I wearing?
Ugh.
You are wearing a hospital gown. It is thoroughly soiled. You have a catheter in, by the way, and a
Yeah.
colostomy bag.
Well, the catheter. Oh fuck. Ugh.
Yeah. Catheter, colostomy bag. Both of your arms are stuck with several different tubes. EKG
Yeah.
hooked up to your finger. Strange electronics around your bed.
Somebody get me the fuck out of here.
Definitely sitting still because you don't want to move with IVs in you because those are very thick needles and they'll rip you up in there.
Oh yeah, and you guys have very weak skin.
Oh,
Jonathan.
if
My
there are
special
IVs,
skin.
if there are IVs, the IVs are coming out. He can do
Yeah.
that at the very least.
Jonathan, is practiced in this sort of thing, usually had help, and he still is kind of banged up on his arms right now, and he probably doesn't want to talk about the catheter incident.
We don't.
Botched circumcision raised as a female.
God damn it, James! Stop it!
Mike, I thought we weren't talking about that. I thought we weren't talking about the catheter incident.
God damn it! But yeah, Jonathan, do you go and help your compatriots out of their medical shackles as they were?
Oh yeah, to the best of my ability, I will assist as I can.
Who the
Yeah,
fuck
and like
are
you're
you and why am I
currently,
here?
yeah, you're not as atrophied as you would expect, Jonathan. But like the combination of the atrophy and the like lack of physical coordination of moving around a thick, sloshy meat body after so long
Yeah.
is a little bit challenging. But you, without incident, you help get these guys out. What did you say
Yeah.
there, Gunner?
Who the fuck are you? Get me out of this shit.
Jonathan being the individual he is, probably makes very odd remarks like, "Sorry, still getting used to the flesh."
What? Who the fuck are you?
That's a good question. I'm here to help.
You're
We'll
not from the
discuss that.
government, are you?
Definitely not.
That seems to reassure him. His female, and he'll probably just go back. You know, his addled brain, and he'll go back. I'm from the government, and I'm here to help. Scary fucking words.
GB.
Not quite.
Yeah, you sure don't sound like you're part of the KGB.
Mm-hmm.
No, definitely not.
Who are you? And
We'll get to all that right as soon as y'all are better.
And yeah, you
you
help
got a
them
magic
out
pill
of.
for that?
Hey, Mike, do I have a pill for that?
You do not. Not at all. So it's time to let you, Jonathan, know what you know about dump shock, because this has been
All right.
one of the many aspects that your department had to work on. I mean, you were basically the sole R&D of the sole R&D of the Svaka program, their LTVC program. So you guys looked at everything. So dump shock is this fun little thing where, first of all, subjects have a hard time dissociating their real selves from the self within the LVRC or the sorry, what did I call it? Give me 1 second. Yeah, the LTVC, right? Like separating themselves from that is hard on a mental level. You've only tested this over a trial period of 6 months. You guys were planning to launch your big project that would like do a full human analysis like in a couple months. That was before shit hit the fan, and you start to go, oh yeah, when shit hit and then your brain is just like, oh, I don't want to think about that, and you just like, you're like, dump shock, right? Don't remember shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So help me God, I'm gonna shoot somebody when I get out of this fucking table.
Calm down, son.
You calm down. Where's Olzig?
He's over there and not Olzek.
I am Ulzek Malkanovich,
Not quite.
KGB second lieutenant.
Not quite.
First lieutenant promoted in the field.
Oh yeah, Yeah, yeah.
You
Yeah,
just get
second
corrected.
lieutenant. No, second lieutenant, and then he finishes by saying first lieutenant is promoted in the field.
That's great.
Okay.
Not quite.
When I
But
get
we'll
my
get to
hands
that
on
in a bit.
Malice, I'm going to fucking ring it, and then I'm going to probably stomp him for killing our friend.
That's
My
fair.
voice is not sounding any more familiar. Why?
Who is
Um,
who? No, they're just.
Yeah, yeah,
James, you're too good at that.
yeah, right?
Well, that was also I needed to cough at the same time, so it turned into this really weird uh-oh moment where I was like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, stream, I can't stop it.
It's gonna be one of those. Don't you fucking. I'm gonna. Is that
Right?
acid reflux? Oh god, that's acid reflux. Somebody
And
got
now
sleep.
that you guys are kind of here, now I can bring everyone to the hospital/dev room, the
Oh,
workshop.
fuck, that was in our heads? I don't like that.
Yep, that was in your heads. You see one bed that has that thing sticking out of it, and you immediately go, like your brain immediately goes, "Oh, we're not thinking about that."
Oh, I really, really, really don't
Just
like that.
Just look away from the needle, look away from the needle, look away from the needle.
I
Um,
look back, maybe eyes still haven't quite managed to focus on, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
go by Kryakov because I don't know his fucking name and he hasn't introduced himself.
right.
Alright, where's my rifle? I gotta go kill people.
Hey, how about we sit down?
How about you don't tell me what to do, fucking subordinate?
And as you guys are kind of having this conversation, Jonathan, you're kind of looking around the room, taking stock of memories. Like maybe you've got a little memory game that you do around the room to like
Yeah.
just kind of like recenter yourself.
Yeah.
You notice a couple things. One, the desk of your coworker. Your coworker. Oh fuck. Seiji's desk, his computer's on. And the other thing is you notice the table that has the AVB, or hold on, the table that has the VND unit. The VND unit is off, and the neural shunt into the black box is disconnected as well. You maybe don't know what these words mean, but you know that you're recognizing them.
Okay. Hmm. I guess it's been a minute since let's see. I think I probably want to grab that, but then I'm assuming we're probably like borderline starved, right?
Yeah, you have nutrients, but your stomach is empty. You're
Alright.
like, your biological tickers on that are just like ringing. All of them. Sleep, hunger, like stimulation, like, like all of it.
Alright. Probably a good idea to find an eating space or some stockpile of food that I may have kept around. I don't know.
You open your desk, and the Cheetos have expired 8 years ago.
Yikes.
Find the
forget
Twinkies, they'll never go bad.
Yeah, right? I forget that Cheetos expire.
Yeah, right? I always eat them so fast. I ate a whole bag of Cheetos before stream.
Does anybody want any Cheetos? I don't like Cheetos.
Honey doesn't expire. Well, honey expires, but
Nope.
you can still eat it. Oh, I thought like the sugars in it kind of went, ugh, and it kind
No,
of got
no.
hard.
they get kind of hard, but
You
like
put it in a bottle, like a cup of warm water, and then you just let it sit, and the heat
Yep.
turns the solid back to liquid.
yep.
Or you could just eat it, and not be a bitch.
How do you get it out of the fucking bottle, James? Ever think about
You
that,
eat the
James?
bottle. It's called roughage.
Hey, Cyrus, why do you ask silly questions when you know you're gonna get silly answers?
Because I don't feel good right now, okay?
Feel
The
better.
bottle. Eat the
Just feel
bottle. A whole bottle.
Uncle
So-
Sam decided I needed the second COVID shot yesterday.
better. Cool.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
But you're good. You're good. So, Persona, Persona, Anatoly Persona. You're kind of like raking your brain because you're trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
Well, it's
and-
obvious. I'm Anatoly Bashenko, the sharpshooter that's been kidnapped by Malice.
Yeah,
I'm gonna kill
So-
Malice.
yeah. So you're like thinking that, and you're thinking, man, I really could just use a walk. Maybe Tyga's is. Wait, where is. Hold on. And then your brain just sort of like does like one of those loop skips, and you're just like. You just instantly know you are both Anatoly, but there's something about you that is very not Anatoly.
Okay, you pointing at Kryakov. You mind explaining like what the fuck's going on before I just go back to sleep?
It's not recommended that you go back to sleep for another couple hours or so, just due to trauma.
Can you get?
However,
If they fall back asleep, by the way, their brain could just overheat while they're sleeping.
yeah, I assumed as much.
Yeah.
However, my name is Jonathan, and you are. And he's probably gonna try and like look at the wristband because he didn't memorize everyone's name.
No, of course. This is
ID
just the
numbers or
latest
something.
batch.
Yeah, it was like an ID number or something for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you read his name is Persona Angostura.
Your persona, your persona.
Don't make fun of it. How do I
I'm
know
not.
that?
I would never. I would never.
Yeah.
Some things you just can't forget.
Yeah, like the First World War. Wait. No, it's the Great War. But
Yeah,
there were
but-
two of them?
but there were two of them,
But
and yeah,
okay, this is not helping. Can you just tell me what the fuck's going on, please?
you woke up to real you.
I like how you're always being accurate with what you're saying, but you're being so vague and just so like broad statement that could mean anything.
It's not exactly intentional.
So has Jonathan, who by the way, Jonathan Bettsthorn,
No,
is he just hiding in the shadows going,
I will shamelessly admit that this is a reference. This character is a reference to two that I played.
Yeah. You
but,
want to tell him your last name there, Jonathan?
We'll get to that later.
Is it Davenport?
You got it.
No.
Hey
This
guys,
is-
if you ever thought that you could escape that, look,
This
dude, you
is
can't even
Smurf.
escape that.
Guys,
You
this
can't
is
even
Smurf.
escape.
He's
God
gonna.
You
damn
can't
it.
even escape that in like cyber horror, like Cthulhu hell.
That's
All
actually
right.
probably where Margaret belongs. Mm.
True.
But
True.
has grandson Davabar taken out my many needles yet,
Yes,
so that I
yeah.
don't eviscerate myself?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you've got the IVs out and all that. So first things first, everyone on your character sheet, you are 10 years older than when you made this character sheet. Please adjust a character sheet accordingly.
Mike, I have a question.
Yes.
Did I already adjust this?
Yes. You only need to change the age. I'm not going to make you take any of the physical debuffs because you guys will have enough of those going forward with the fact that you are currently atrophied for not as bad as a decade would assume somehow. In fact, Jonathan, you're not even quite sure how that works. You're really surprised that you're even able to walk and that anyone's able to move anything. But
We'll say, yeah,
hmm?
I'm sort of the mind of like, yeah, we say we get to safety first. We'll figure out why everything is the way it is in a minute.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, all of you currently are going to have to essentially take disadvantage on checks involving physicality until I say so, essentially.
Yeah.
So forever.
No, not forever. Don't worry. I'm going to be generous on this one.
Forever and ever and ever and ever and
I was gonna-
ever.
And
I was gonna
ever
say, I believe,
and
I believe
ever.
we dis-
Okay.
yeah, I
Okay.
believe we discussed that prior, and so I aged myself already. I think
Yes,
so.
I believe you have aged yourself already.
No, do it again.
You'd age 20 years while everyone else aged 10.
Because you were eating nothing but Cheetos.
They're bad for your heart, don't you
Well-
know?
True.
Don't you
Um,
know?
But yeah, so you are, Ian, you are all out of your restraints now.
Yeah.
All right. First things first. Let's get some clothes, and then I got a bitch to kill. Point me at him.
That's a difficult answer. And Jonathan just sort of waves his hand around the entire room.
Well, I could eat a fucking cow. Let's start with the apple in front of his face.
And
He doesn't
Jonathan-
really understand what you mean by the room. He's like, okay, it's a room. I don't really
Right.
recognize all of the electronic shit yet.
Right. Yeah, Jonathan, you know that they have their gear in like a Foot Locker, like or they have their like clothes in like a locker that's been set up for them.
Our gear. I brought my. Hey guys, I'm going on virtual vacation. I'm still taking my Mac 10.
Yeah, right.
But
But yeah, just clothes, and like wallet and like, you know, that sort of thing.
all right. Yeah, I'll probably, if I remember the way, I'll take them there. Assuming they're able to keep up.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, do either of you get up?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the first thing he does. He's here to kill a bitch.
Yeah, you try and get up, and you immediately feel your legs give way. They're much weaker, much heavier, and way more involved than they were. Like, it feels like you got to use so much brain power just to like move your legs.
Well, October. I mean, Persona doesn't.
But it's April.
He's a stubborn ass. He's going to continue to try.
Yeah, Ian, what about you?
Probably like starts to put himself down, feels that this is gonna not go well, and puts himself right back on the table. I'm fine just sitting up.
Yeah, that's fair. Even sitting up is a bit of a challenge, but you can manage it.
So he's
Persona-
like, oh.
Persona, you push through it well enough to like get yourself to the lockers, and you're starting to get your sea legs back, you know.
Right.
Yeah. Um, you open your locker, Persona, and what kind of clothes are in it? And let's get a description of Persona as well.
Okay. Persona is a tall, thin man. I have to actually open up his character sheet because I forgot. Hold on. I am a sad, strange little man. Anyways, yeah, he's, I mean, this tall, slender fellow. I mean,
Right.
especially now, having not eaten anything substantial in, a decade or so,
Yeah.
he probably looks like a living skeleton. I don't know if you allowed us to have, well, actually, I don't know. Did you allow us to even wear fucking underwear underneath the fucking doctor's
Hell hung.
patient robe?
I mean, no, but we're not going to describe that.
No, but I'm just like skin and fucking bones.
Does he get
yeah.
a plus to his intelligence and scum?
Yeah, right. No,
Jesus.
he has yeah, you look like Christian Bale in The Aviator. Like you just look like scary.
Gotcha. So, yeah, I mean, it already has a slim build. He's got this, I mean, it's a smooth complexion. It seems like he never naturally grows any
machinist.
facial hair. Anyways, maybe he had that fixed because he's smooth faced after 10 fucking years. That's
Yeah.
an achievement. Yeah, you know, smooth, sharp, angular features. This mop of raven hair. After about 10 years, it actually probably goes all the way down to his hips, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? So, yeah. And the only distinguishing feature of him is this wide, old scar that covers the bridge of his nose horizontally. It
Yeah,
looks,
and you kind of like unintentionally like thumb at the bridge of your nose, and you feel that, and you remember that night where there was all this shit going on, and the bouncers were like, "Hey, we need some help over here," you know, sort of thing. So you hop over the bar, and you're like trying to get this dude out, and you get glassed from the front. And then like maybe right as you get glassed, it like flashes back to you kind of where you are.
yeah, probably has to brace himself against the locker to avoid falling over. Like, okay, fuck. Probably if Kryakov, Jonathan, I'm gonna call you Kryakov until you change your name.
Yeah, right.
Looks over. Looks
I
over
swear
at
if his
Kryakov.
picture isn't some kind of like IT guy, I'm gonna be like some guy who's like, "Hi, I'm part of Geek Squad."
Yeah, yeah.
Looks over. Okay,
That reminds me.
maybe. Do you remember anything about a bar fight? Like, you know.
And no, not at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't.
Yeah, Jonathan, you don't. You're
No.
just like, this is just dump shock. He's like finding himself, kind of.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't.
You know,
I don't happen to recall anything like that. That may just be a memory from before.
well, I wasn't a bartender back in Russia. Back in. What? I'm getting my fucking clothes on, and he turns back, and inside the locker, maybe, yeah, it's just completely covered in, covered with age, but it's a bartender's uniform. What's that?
Okay.
I mean, it's just completely covered over,
Yeah.
And it's reversed. It's black dress shirt, but it's a white suit that is probably gray at this point.
Yeah, yeah. It's got some old spots on it.
Maybe starts looking up top for like a fucking lint roller or something. Doesn't find it. Starts brushing it off by hand.
Yeah.
Goes down. And, yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
Yeah. Grabs a pair of black socks. Starts, putting himself together.
Yeah. What does Ian look like?
Well, I had to go scrambling for tokens, and I was like, I haven't used this one for a while. Haha. So he was probably like a handsome baby-faced young man back before, and so now he actually looks like he should be 24 instead of 34. Um, but also haggard as shit.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he used to be well put together. His hair didn't grow down so much as it just grew out and around. It kind of looks like a like a tribble got into a fight with a lawnmower.
Huh.
Beyond that, he was scrawny even before this, so he's like,
He is also Christian Bale machinist.
yes,
Okay.
he is like if he tried to exert himself, he'd look like the scenes in Joker when he like actually tries to use his body and it's like fucking terrifying because he looks like a Skellington man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Maybe Persona opens up the locker next to him, trying to find Ian his shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
and what
oh.
what does Ian's clothes look like?
Ian's like crawled his way over, as pathetic as it is to be basically like an old man in a hospice home trying to work his way across the room. It was just like a nice simple shirt that since like maybe like the stitching and all of the seam on one of the arms is starting to go.
Right.
Pair of khakis, which I guess now you just call yuckies because they're pretty bad.
Yeah.
They used to be that nice sort of khaki beige tan, except
Mhm.
now it's like someone went in and kind of put a Photoshop filter on it.
Right.
Olseg, you've shrunk, says Persona.
Oh yeah, and all the clothes look like he's shrunk too.
Yeah.
And like a simple leather jacket that is just
Nice.
fucking to the point of like the leather is cracking. Any less attention and it would have started disintegrating. It's
Yeah.
peeling along like the shoulders and the elbows, anywhere
Yeah.
where there'd be a lot of like motion. And
Now, oh, go ahead.
he like reaches to feel it like where his Olzeg beer is, and it's just this like scraggly little thing, and he's like just pauses and is like looks around and is like, and Adoli, you got tall.
And,
Maybe he offers a hand to pick you up.
Yeah, because he's like he had to like sit down like an old man to put his pants on, so he does need the help to like stand up.
And you need to go get LASIK on your face. You'll get rid of that permanently.
What's LASIK?
I don't know.
That sounds French.
LASIK.
You know I don't
Shut up.
do this bourgeois.
Ian? Olzeg? Which is it?
That does give him like a very long pause
Yeah.
as he furrows his brow in thought and looks off to the side. He's like, I don't know.
I have a feeling
Both?
Jonathan Kryakov over there is going to want us to figure it out pretty fast.
And Jonathan, you're a bit of a special case. You don't know why, but you were put on the bed with your clothes on. Your clothes, by the way, are soaked through with sweat and not very clean. What are you wearing though? And how do you look like?
So he probably definitely does not look pleasing, though that's probably to be understandable given the circumstances. Though you can definitely tell he did not look pleasing to the eye beforehand either. This just kind of gives an excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's tall. He was thin beforehand. Now he looks like almost like Gollum.
Okay.
Yeah. If he were healthier, he'd probably look better, but yikes. So he's got acne scars on his face that never fully healed. He's got a lot of uh, very clearly not pleasing. Um, he he looks un.
That fucking token.
What the fuck?
What is this fucking shit? I wasn't supposed to be right.
Hey, so I'll be honest with you. The prior his prior concept image beforehand was definitely no. I mean, I didn't pick an image beforehand, but I knew what I kind of wanted him to look like, and so I just looked on Google like really fast. I found that image like 10 minutes ago. So
You know, Persona would probably give you the once over with those piercing blue eyes. It's weird. Your character and him's, you know, both of them are tall, but one of them seemed to age like not fine wine, but not like milk,
oh no, definitely.
like Jonathan.
If either of us are the sour milk, it's definitely Jonathan.
He'd probably go trying to be polite. You know, I know a guy that can motions to his face can fix that.
I'm good.
Okay, they might also be able to help with the. He points to the top, the top of his head, motioning towards his hair.
They don't pay me enough for that here.
He raises an eyebrow, and I made enough bartending.
I don't know.
What's kind of looks at Ian. What the fuck's bartending?
Hold on. Sorry, my space key's all jacked.
I'd assume you're tending the bar.
Yeah, it's not that difficult.
Okay, now I need
Can't quite not look at Kryukov, Jonathan Jonikov.
Yeah.
Because he's like a train wreck.
Yeah. No, for sure.
All right, now
yeah. And maybe like as you're starting to stand up and steady yourself, you feel a twinge of pain in your knee, right? And you're kind of like you've got like a split kind of view of like both you but like both of you, Ian and Olzeg running. One of them is running on like a baseball diamond, and the other one is running in the snow. And you basically like both of them at the same time fall down as their knee just like gets destroyed from like hitting it at the wrong angle.
For the audience, you know when you like pull a chicken leg off the body, it makes that nice. Yeah, that's the sound his knee made.
Yeah.
Nice cartilage just. Audience takes 1d10 sanity.
Yeah, but no, yeah, like you kind of start, you think about that, and one of them feels more real than the other. The baseball one does, but you can't shake that like the Olzeg one feels real too.
Right.
Yeah.
And he like winces, and there's a like tries to pull up on this ratty khaki pants, and there is like a very visible surgery scar on like the back of his knee, and he's like, fucking botched surgery shit.
You know, they fix botched surgeries now too. He says, searching his pockets. Maybe he pulls out like the half key with just the U of T printed on it, like
Yeah,
a small key, and he's like, why does the name University of the Northern Taiga sound familiar?
Yeah, and on your keyring also there is the key to a motorcycle. And then there's several keys that look like house keys.
Fuck yeah, I'm putting that on my asset.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
Possessions.
Possessions. One kick-ass Harley.
Watch it be like an Indian, because he's right.
No, it's gonna be like it's gonna be actually. You're like, oh, this is for a motorcycle. No, it's for a Segway.
It's just like that old. It's just like that old computer or not computer, cartoon channel. It's all coming back to you.
Yeah, boomerang.
I knew
It's
someone
like
would
one
know
of those, oh my gosh, and this is where the main character remembers that, oh my god, I remember!
Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and all of it flashes for you, like fucking, like you remember it's an Indian. You remember the Indian. You remember pulling up to here. You remember pulling up because you needed something, and this place had that something, and you filled out a lot of paperwork, and you gave a blood sample, and then you drove away, and you came back, and you did this 20 times, 30 times, and every time you left with something, you left with money. You left with money. That's what it was. They gave you a couple $100 the first time and then more the next time. And and you kind of lose it at that point.
Right. He's kind of like, no, no, it's not called a transfusion. That's the other way.
Heh.
But, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what happens now? You've very clearly told me that I can't kill someone, even though I think we're all in agreement malice needs to go out the window.
Does malice exist?
He better fucking exist.
Define exist.
Is he somewhere I can punch him?
All right, listen, IT. Anyway, is he a person or is he, and like just makes a general wave towards all of the computer screens, this feeling that there are things within the computer screens that are real but that aren't,
Yeah.
are abstract sort of way.
So like I said,
Feels like
what's
he's
next?
watched a movie before where they say greetings programs.
Yeah, right?
If by real you mean a person, then no.
Oh, you pissed off Malice. You said he wasn't a person.
He's not coming get me, you fucking robo bitch.
To be fair, I don't think he would consider himself a person because he probably considers that to be a way to consider himself human, which I assume he's probably feeling like he's above human.
Maybe.
Okay,
See,
so
the thing is, with Malice, that was Seiji's project. You only know the bare minimum of what he told you.
So what happens now? Maybe he's, straightening himself, putting the finishing touches. Started to, everything is more or less dusted. And, yeah, you start straightening this bow tie. And why'd I come in my fucking work clothes? This is bullshit.
Did you
That's a
just
question
get
for
off of
Pat.
shift?
I don't know. Maybe?
That's a question for past year. That's not a that's not a question I can answer. I'm sorry.
Well, how far back should I be thinking?
Let's see. I want to say somewhere around. Oh, it's been a decade.
That slow turn of the head when he says decade.
Yeah. They both look at him like, Excuse me. I think you meant like Fortnite.
A
I wish.
decade. The difference between a decade is between the 50s, where everyone acts like they're in a fucking cult, to hippies.
Yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah.
don't even know what hippies are anymore.
The
No.
true
Hey,
tragedy.
look, hey, if it makes you feel any better, hippies haven't changed. So,
We're gonna be like we're gonna have achieved the singularity, and there are still going to be like program
Is
form
Persona
hippies going
able?
around.
Is Persona able to somehow remember how long they were supposed to be under for? If they were ever
No,
told?
however, Jonathan does. You guys were supposed to be the first long form test of 1 year. Well, Jonathan, you weren't supposed to be part of the test in the same way that Ian and Persona were, but
Yeah.
here you are.
yeah. So, let's see. This experiment has apparently lasted, say, about 10 to 11-ish times as long as it should have.
Excuse me? Whose
It's
fault is that? I might be killing them. He says, looking at Jonathan, only half joking.
honestly, I'm not sure because I wasn't supposed to be here either. So I don't know
What
off the
can I
top of my
say
head.
except you're dead, man?
See, you're referencing things that you don't even remember yet. It's too easy. You'll get there.
Shit. And I guess looking around, like, well, this is terrifying. It looks like like a human chop shop.
It's not exactly that.
I mean, Jonathan, you can totally neglect to mention that several people have died on those tables, if you'd
Hey,
like.
look, we're definitely not talking about these things. Uh, but it's just a place where we can explore the human mind as a computerized program, kind of.
He's like, this is just a place where you can explore the human mind. Ian's eyes kind of drift over towards those needle things at the head of the bed and just
Yeah, and there's
shivers and goes back to not looking at them.
yeah. And actually, Ian, as you kind of look around, you notice that there is one table that has the same kind of machine. Looks like it was plugged into it, but on it is just a black trapezoidal box marked V and D.
Oh,
He
also,
points to that and he's like, don't tell me we got someone killed when we tried to trick Malice
Wait, did
into
it-
ruining his program.
Did he say DNV?
No, V and D.
It's the DMV.
Well, I was gonna say, Persona heard the DMV, and he's like, "What's the Department of Motor Vehicles got to do with this?"
The DMV. All
And
right,
then
if you want to
maybe he
escape
looks
from this
back, and then he's like, "Oh, I read that backwards." Okay.
If you want to escape from this hellish nightmare, you have to call ahead and file out the 84C form. Sir, this is the 84A form. You're going to have to go home and call us again. We'll set up a time for you sometime within the next 5 business days.
5 business years, I wanted you to say.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sometime within the next 5 epochs.
Come back. Oh, sorry, sir. It's supposed to be the updated 85CZ. This is the CA.
Ha.
You'll be able to come back before the sun has completely dissolved within itself. I promise.
So anyway,
Sorry.
you're good.
To make a long motherfucking story short, I put a bag of chili beans up my ass. But yeah, it's like we didn't get somebody killed and motioned to the box from Pulp Fiction.
I don't think we did. I'm pretty sure. Hey, Mike, is this what I think it is?
I think it's what you think it is.
I'm gonna double check first.
Okay.
If it's Malice, can we throw him out a window? Because that'd be
I'm
funny.
gonna look in the box.
Let me shoot him first. I'm really good with handguns.
Yeah, you look into the neural shunt port, and you see what looks like a small amount of contained meat, with an Ethernet port and a needle port.
Why did you do that to the beef Wellington?
Okay, so it wasn't exactly what I thought it was, I guess.
What you
It's been
think it was?
I thought it was something else.
Damn, I thought that would work.
Yeah.
I thought it would be the plot critical device that will save us from the coming apocalypse.
Yeah, but you look over the VND device. Well, I guess that would be irrelevant. To add device at the end. You look over the VND, and it appears to be in good shape. There's dust on the top of it. The inside does not appear to have the burn marks that usually come with any sort of forceful discharge. So it doesn't look as if it's damaged. It's unplugged, though.
Hmm.
God.
Is there any way of figuring out who or what the flesh belongs to?
Well, you have 2 computers at your disposal.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to probably use those to try and figure that out.
What's
Okay.
the problem, Rex? Let's just say he cut where scalpels were never meant to cut.
Yeah, you take a look on your computer. You find a lot of you find, well, you know what? Give me 1 second.
I'll give you whatever you want.
Give me an electronics roll then.
All right.
And make sure to mark that as one that you get to try and advance later. Nice. Yeah, you look through and you find a schematic. It looks like the schematic, the fleshy material is some sort of lab-grown synthetic, like it's a synthetic semiconductor, but it also looks like it's structured like memory, but it's made of meat. So it's like a meat computer.
So who's it synthesizing? Because I'm assuming that's what it's doing.
You look at the VND protocol, right? And you kind of look through it. And you see that it was they were testing it cleverly under Canadian rules for the name. AVANAD.
Ah,
That's so fuck. Can I leave this game? That Mike, you're banned.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad I'm banned.
All right. Well, let me
God,
just.
I love that.
Let's
Frank's
see.
gonna fucking die.
Oh, unfortunately, I can't block him, but I can server deafen him.
We'll be fine. We'll just have like another hour of us just saying, "Man, that was a terrible fucking joke." I'm sorry.
God.
We'll delete this
Here-
channel.
Here at Paradise Theater, we do not condone the use of hardcore poetry or other
that
jokes.
that's an intentional plot thing. That's not just me like being story bonkers. That's
No,
like
it's all Canadians.
no, as in like the guys who made this clearly like had a really dumb sense of humor to do this, but also like that's just how the name came about.
Yeah.
Oh, you're even programming in some like fucking. Are you telling me that future super soldier and Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioner John Carmack worked on this somehow?
And
No,
his
no,
name
I'm
is
telling you that
John
I'm telling you
Cena.
that being beyond human intelligence and possible simulation within a simulation, John Carmack did this.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's not like some guys that wanted to, just do VR fun just decide to make a fake AI for themselves, right?
But does he tell us that yes, we did in an abstract sort of way get Meat Vanad killed? Were we gonna carry him around like a fucking backpack? Because I would have loved that.
Hold up.
Come on,
Can we-
Avanad, we have to get you out of here.
hold up. Is there any way to turn him back on?
Yeah. I mean, you just plug in the neural shunt and press the button. That provides power with pass-through through the Ethernet. And it provides all the chemicals through the neural shunt. Which, by the way, all of you just have a greasy feeling on the back of your head. I just want to keep reminding you of this because life would remind you of this.
Yeah.
Maybe absentmindedly rubbing the back of the neck.
Yeah, and you feel a metal ring on the back of your head.
What the fuck
Don't
is
play with that. It's
this?
a little bit dangerous. Don't play with that. It's a little bit dangerous. If you play with it too much, you might accidentally rip it out and then accidentally drop to the floor and maybe die convulsing. So don't play with that too much. We'll see what we can do about that.
You know, he kind of snaps his finger. I just remembered something. He smacks Jonathan on the back of the head hard.
Yeah, Jonathan, your neural shunt, which is a little bit loose, and this puts a fine point on, oh, fuck, this is worse than I thought. These things need to be repaired.
Oh, no. I
Um,
wasn't aiming for the neck, the back of the head.
Oh, no, it still rattles his neural
Oh, okay.
shunt. But yeah, you smack him on the back of the head.
That is for not telling us we were in a simulation. I said we were okay, but now I've thought about it and I'm not okay again.
What's the way out of this room?
So there's a door. It's just like a big metal door. Looks like it's locked from the inside. You guys are on the inside. There's also an access hatch that appears to be bolted down on the floor. That seems to go into some ventilation or some sort of crawl space. Jonathan, you know this area as basically this goes into Severovo itself, the guts and the machine, like the actual computers of it.
So how is the door locked on the inside?
It's pretty crude actually for the rest of your surroundings. It's just a swing bar.
Yeah, like
Made out of metal.
they're arguing all that. Ian just walks over and he flips the swing bar and he's gonna try and open the door.
Yeah, you lift the swing bar. It's hard with your hands and it's rusty. And you open the door and you see like kind of peeking out from the edge, there's a desiccated corpse in some sort of uniform, like up against the wall with old blood stained against the wall behind it. The skull is destroyed and the splat just goes up.
Yeah, he opens the door and is just like, oh, and stumbles back into the room.
Maybe Jonathan and Persona are still... Yeah, Persona's like, Jonathan, what? Oh, shit, the ring... Sorry, that must have hurt a little more than I intended. What?
He looks like he's about to throw up again, but he points out the door.
What? He walks over and look...
Yeah, and this is like hyper real. Like the more you look around the room, the more
Hyper-realistic
vivid it
blood.
feels. Yeah, hyper realistic skeleton with blood eyes. No, it's this like the world around you just feels so there, like so much more there than the world you were in. Like you touch things and it feels like you're touching them and touching them for the first time.
He's flattened himself against the wall, maybe gets distracted for a second, like, oh, metal. And then
Yeah.
remembers what he just saw and... Jonathan, can
Oh,
you please
metal.
make an ID?
I'm sorry.
He nods to the around the corner of the door. Can you please make an ID? I think it's a friend of yours that wants to talk to you.
I don't think they're talking anymore. I think their jaw's in two places.
Uh,
Yeah, Jonathan, you look. This is a member of security.
God.
And
What the?
maybe you take a slight peek around and you see that the walls are riddled with bullet holes.
What the hell? I. Hmm. That's not supposed to be like that. Like at all. Like. Hmm.
Yeah, no, you're not supposed to have bullet holes here. You're not sure why there are bullet holes here, Jonathan.
Those holes aren't supposed to be there. They're supposed to be not here, somewhere else, not here.
I swear to God, if we come across like industrial robots that think they're people, and then we find out that we're underwater,
We're not
I'm
playing
leaving.
Soma.
I'm just like, oh my god, I think we're in Soma.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no.
I don't want to deal with those fucking coral monsters.
Oh yeah,
To be fair, that was a cool game.
yeah, very
Fucking
cool.
depressing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no doubt. However, c'est la vie.
That is not life, Gary.
I mean,
Life is pretty depressing.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know
I can
what-
reasonably be certain when I go out my bedroom door tomorrow morning that I'm not going to run into a fucking corpse plastered to the wall.
Yeah,
Can you?
He's kind of like, okay, so, why would this place have been attacked by anything?
Well, let's see. I don't believe any external forces have tried to invade, simply due to the fact that our AIs seem to have. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Can you please, like, elaborate for once, please?
So, it doesn't. I don't believe it's any external force trying to invade, due to the fact that we're here, we're alive, and the AI in the simulation was just playing with us. Like just toying with us. Could have killed us at any moment. And very nearly did, I think. However, I do believe it was an internal force, unsure what's causing it, or if there's a way to fix it at all. But we can certainly try.
Is there a key fob or an ID card on the corpse?
the corpse does appear to have one of those like classic like put in the front pocket flip over IDs. You know?
Oh,
Not on like a lanyard or anything.
okay.
No, it's like clipped onto his front pocket.
I'm gonna try and do this because why the hell not?
Right.
How long's he been dead? What do you want me to
It's
roll
been a
for this?
while. Would you like to make a medical check of some variety?
Can we roll history because it's been that long?
No.
Aw.
Beat you to
First aid
death.
or medicine?
We'll do medicine because this is a little past first aid.
Quick, get a band-aid.
Yep, I have a 1 in medicine. It's okay.
We can do first aid just because it has general knowledge, but you're not going to get like an exact of a time frame.
Why is it not putting the number next to the thing?
What?
Good question. I just got disconnected. Oh, and then it took me to James's game. Okay. Okay.
Wait,
Hold
So,
on.
Why
so
isn't
right,
it?
What was it doing?
It's
it's
just
just
it's
showing a
not
number.
showing us the target number.
Oh, that's strange. Yeah,
Yeah,
doing it. You might have to replace the number in the thing.
but it doesn't make
Oh,
sense.
I mean, I will count. So let's
Oh,
see.
okay. So you actually do have to put a number in there. I didn't touch
Oh
it
yeah,
because it had just put 30 in there for me. So
I'm
right. Yeah. Jonathan, what is your medicine skill?
Oh no, it's scuffed. It's a 1.
Oh, okay. You were just looking to be like, huh, I wonder. Yeah, okay. Go ahead and mark it though, cuz
first
um
aid though?
yeah, first aid. What's your first aid skill?
Well, I rolled.
Ah, my bad.
Oh, nice. Okay, perfect. So, you look at the body, and like this body has advanced symptoms of like decay. This has got to be at least 6 years old, but like probably older. But like
Right.
this is past. This body is desiccated only because the environment it in does not seem to have vermin.
So, okay. How did he die? Is it just bullet wounds or was it
Oh
like
yeah, looks
okay.
looks like the head just got blown up.
Are there like turrets around here or talking to
Jonathan.
Jonathan?
Yeah, Jonathan, you remember, yes, there is an automated security system. Uh it's never had to be used. But the automated security system consists of turrets and drones.
Are there signs of like people trying to get in the door we just opened?
Uh no signs of anyone trying to get in the
So
door.
there are no bullet holes, claw marks, or scratching
Oh,
at the
there are
door at
bullet
all.
holes that have like rained across this metal door.
Okay.
Can I roll a listen check to see if I hear like if there was like a turret and it was like moving back and forth, making that
Yeah. Make a listen check. Um you hear boo doop some boo doop some just like
Where is
off
it
in the
coming
distance.
from?
Down the hallway.
How exposed would it be to get closer to listen?
Uh so you look out into the hallway, and let me give you the actual hallway itself. The hallway is much nicer than the room that you were in. Um it's a little scuffed up, but on one side there is what appears to be a cement door with a few lockers. On the other side there is a big room full of computers, computer servers.
It's
At
a
the end of the
server
hallway,
farm,
yeah, at the end of the hallway you see another glass door that seems to go to a T junction.
and
The glass door is slightly
towards
ajar.
it's towards the T junction that I hear them.
Yeah.
I'd like to approach it, but not get close enough to where I'm like exposing myself to the T junction.
Yeah. Okay.
Just carefully going have to go very slowly.
Yeah. So you let's see. You start to like walk to the you start to walk towards the thing. And you hear like under the echoing of your shoes, you hear boo doop. Breach is currently in Turing, Berners Lee, Grace Hopper, and Newman Wings. Boo doop. Breach is currently in Turing, Berners Lee, Grace Hopper, and Newman Wings. Just
Yeah.
repeating.
He goes back to the others and looks to Jonathan and is like, "What's a Turing Burner Lee Grace Hopper Newman wing thing.
Jonathan, you recognize these. These are just different wings of the office building. They were dedicated to different forms of study on the same thing. You guys were working on the Svaka project. Wait, what was the Svaka project again? Something about long-term virtual care, but something else?
Hmm. Well, the names are just different places in the building we're in.
So naturally, our first our first objective is to get out, right?
Maybe.
Well, nobody's come for us in 10 years, so
Hmm. I think we should try and find a way out.
oh good. The alternative was sitting here and dying.
Well, how do we get out of here?
All eyes go to
Uh,
Jonathan.
Oh, by the way, just as a note, this might be important for you, Ian. While you were out there, you noticed that there were two vending machines.
Snackies
like a
and
source of food.
drinkies.
Twinkies?
Yeah,
Twink.
but that's gonna be like the YouTube video enjoying a 20-year-old Crystal Pepsi.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Dude, listen, Twinkies don't expire.
The Crystal Pepsi does.
True.
Hold on. Isn't there also like an Oreo vault?
I'm not sure.
Hold on. Doesn't Oreo have a Doomsday vault? Because Oreos don't expire?
That's fucking great if that's true.
I'm pretty sure they do.
Sick.
Someone
Hold on,
has
I'm
to
gonna
go
look
and
it
live in the Oreo vault.
I'm
Become the
gonna look it
Oreo
up.
king when the fucking Fallout world starts.
Right?
I am the Sandwich Cookie King.
But yeah. Yeah. So what's next?
They have a Doomsday vault in Norway to protect
Jesus.
cookies because the cookies do not expire. So if Doomsday is to occur, there is a source of quote unquote food.
Quote unquote food. I love that.
Yeah. But yeah, so you guys are in this situation. What's the next step?
well, somebody needs to step up and take charge, and it's not Persona.
Oh, well, I guess it's gonna be Olzeg West.
Yeah.
Right? Ian Malganovich steps forward, is like, all right. And looks to Persona and is like, you.
He kind of looks down and gently says, Persona. It's okay if you don't remember it now, but eventually I would like to be called Persona.
You'll forgive me. It's like living two lives is getting squished together.
Trust me, I'm there with you.
You and you and Jonathan. I don't know. We should try and find a way out of here, but if there's something that caused this guy to want to shoot himself or whatever caused these bullet holes, I don't know.
Does the security guard have a firearm with him?
There is no firearm by the security guard. However, he does have that pass. He has a wallet. And we'll say he's got like some ibuprofen in his pocket. Like
Oh,
a
yeah.
little wrap pack.
We're gonna press and
Oh
hold.
yeah, we're eating good tonight.
We're gonna press X and hold and take all.
Okay.
And
Excellent.
then we're gonna look at this wallet. Who's our poor bastard?
His
first
name.
of all?
Yeah. His name was. We'll say that his name was August Freen. He was. There's a picture of him and his family, very faded. And it looks like he had a wife and 2 girls. He was one day from retirement. No. But yeah, no.
Retirement.
Yeah, August Freen. He was just. I mean, had probably 90 rubles in his wallet.
Okay, well, the currency hasn't changed, he says out loud. That's good.
So we are in Russia.
Well, duh. We're inside an exclusion zone. Why do you think no one's come for us?
Because this is Russia, and they're like,
Yeah, this is an
Russia.
exclusion zone. Nobody's gonna come
The
adventuring
entire country is just one big exclusion zone.
here. Well, yes. but-
You're in exclusion zone.
Christ.
If you die, you die.
Eh.
If you live, you die later.
All right. So, first things first, I have to look rubles to USD because 90 rubles is like
Isn't it like fucking $1?
it's $1.17 right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
God.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, we got vending machine money.
Hey guys,
'Cause-
hey guys, how about we just break it open?
And
yeah, none of us
attract-
are in this condition to do that, and
Yeah.
with what?
and attract attention. That's nice.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Would anybody like to make me a perception roll, by the way?
A spot hidden?
Spot hidden. Thank you. I'm stupid.
Yeah,
While you
spitting.
guys do that, I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
I put
Oh.
points in.
Entertain the masses.
Spot hidden. Oh, jeez, I wasn't meant to do this. Hi, folks. It's me, your old pal, Pally.
So,
And,
here at Paradise
Hey,
Theater,
it's-
we don't
it's
con-
oh, Clippy.
Yes, you are. Very much so. Here at Paradise
Clippy
Theater,
said-
we don't condone the stealing of wallets, even from dead people. Unfortunately, if that's the only way you have to get anything from a vending machine, well, we are not liable for any of the burden of guilt that comes with you from, stealing 90 rubles from a dead man to get into a vending machine. being
Clippy says the dead have no feelings.
That being said, Persona took something that might be very useful for us. It's called Locksmith.
Clippy also says, speed up your computer. Delete program file 64. You don't need that many of them.
No, we don't. We're not bricking people's computers here on stream.
If anyone that's watching Twitch is dumb enough to delete that and break their computer.
So, story, actually, I was streaming.
Oh, Jesus.
And I was playing, God, what's it called? The PC building simulator. And, somebody did come by on the stream, and actually they had issues that they were asking help for, like, my computer won't start. And, I helped troubleshoot, the Twitch streamer helped troubleshoot this person's computer. More or less, they had just bought an older motherboard, and it was an AMD CPU. So you have to flash the BIOS to update those. And then he left and didn't watch my stream anymore after I helped him fix his problem. That's okay.
I hath returned.
Oh, good.
All right. Let's see here. So, first of all, spot hiddens, nice. You look around. By the way, Persona, you can use luck, just as a reminder.
For the locksmith thing, I was thinking
Yes.
about opening the vending machine, and yeah, we'll spend 1 luck to have that happen.
Okay, yeah. So, first of all, looking around the room, it's 2 regular successes. All right. Ian, you look under Jonathan's desk, and you actually find a like a small microelectronics toolkit. nothing crazy. It's a hobbyist kit. Jonathan, you probably had that lying around just to do like light maintenance on like shit. You know, it's just some small screwdrivers, a fucking a little quick blade and shit like that. You know, if you need a detailed breakdown, I can give it to you. But you know, for right now, we'll just call it an ambiguous toolkit. As
Something I
for
can go ahead.
oh yeah.
Does it look like this toolkit could do maintenance on our neural ports?
No. No. And Jonathan, you would know that too. They have machines specifically designed in here for doing that because these things are like, hey, you know how the phrase is it's not brain surgery or it's not rocket science? Well, basically, imagine you're combining the two.
It's not rocket surgery.
Yeah, it's
not
brain
brain
science.
It's not brain surgery or rocket science. It's both.
Yeah.
Oh, we're so fucked. We're so
lots of
incredibly
hormones and delicate sharp objects and like little shit having to be pulled in between things that shouldn't have things weaving between it anyway. You know, all sorts of stuff like that.
So what you're saying is this is all a bunch of gray area in your gray matter.
Exactly. Very well put, James.
Do I open this vending machine only to discover all of the Twinkies have been replaced with snowballs?
No. You open the vending machine, and you see there are some things that obviously would have expired. Like there's like some stuff that's like vacuum sealed, but not like super like there's like some beef jerky in there that is good. There's two vending machines. So the first one you open up, there's some beef jerky in there that's good. There is some granola bars that are super well sealed. They will probably taste stale, but they are safe to eat. And then there's a single packet of chocolate that looks like it was sealed particularly well.
You need me to
I'd like to go up to all of them, right click, and check taste.
Yeah, not all of them are slightly off, but none of them are spoiled.
No, the thing is that it says sealed. You just fucking lick
sealed.
the container.
Yeah, yeah. No, but yeah, looking at this stuff, the rest of the stuff is garbage for sure. You open a few things and like they open and they're not good, shit like that.
You need me to roll for the next machine?
No, we'll count that as a rolling pass. The second machine, you find some bottles of water, which are good. The refrigeration unit on this didn't go out, actually. There are a couple drinks that have just an inordinate amount of high fructose corn syrup that are still good. There is also a rack full of chalky milk, and it has all gone very, very bad. All of it is burst at some point or another.
Damn it. I wanted some chalky milk.
Yeah, it smells like spoiled milk in here.
It smells like chalk?
Cooper, we must secure the chalky milk.
God damn it. Yeah. No, so unfortunately the chalky milk has gone bad. But I would say there's enough snack ration to kind of like munch on something.
Sate our yes.
Slack our thirst, sate our hunger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Enough to refill the little meat pop bar in the bottom right hand of our screen.
Yeah, exactly.
Watch our hearts start to go back up.
Right?
Stomach meter slowly filling. Immediately afterward, I am hungry.
Yeah, do you guys eat?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, first of all, taste. Holy fucking shit! Taste! Holy shit! Whoa! I have not tasted like actual taste in years!
Persona probably about this point would look at Jonathan and say, not to put too fine a point on it as he's eating a granola bar, but your simulation could use a little bit of work on the senses. You know, like not making shit taste like shit.
Jonathan?
Gary.
Yeah. It was an issue of pushing the right button.
He forgot to check his chart.
Well, no, it's not that I forgot to check my chart. It's that I misclicked and I feel like so for those of you that don't know, I use mobile for my thing because my computer doesn't
Right.
like to run both Discord and a browser.
Right?
So yeah, right, yeah. Um, I heard laughing there. Yeah, no, I agree. However, so on mobile, the mute button is right next to invite friends.
Mm.
So yeah, so I accidentally hit that a lot
Yeah, I
when I'm
get that.
trying to mute, and so it's like it creates a more awkward silence than it should be.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Also, the
got you.
screen share button is right there too.
Huh.
However, yeah, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. On the topic of sim taste, it's more an issue of hey, it's not an issue with the system that can be adequately fixed. It's more like it's it's not quite that you can't taste it. It's just that you can't stimulate the actual taste buds without like actually stimulating them. And it's already uncomfortable for people as it is with the way we've got it right now with the needle in your head.
He
So
kind of gives you this blank look before saying, "You know, somehow you're the only tech professional I've met that manages to speak English. Most of them would have bored me with, techno babble that would have put me to sleep.
that's okay. I've had to do that most of my life.
So thank you. I understood
You're
that.
welcome.
I didn't
Yeah.
like it, but I understood it."
I Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Don't worry. I've had to speak quote unquote English like for forever. So
And that actually rings really true. Um, you like kind of remember your partner slash like senior only in name, Seiji Ito.
yeah.
Like he was really bad at making that connection. Like he was always like very like this is the technical term. Like you were often brought into meetings just to literally be like he means this, you know.
Yeah.
He was
Seiji's
kind of
enough.
he was kind of up his own ass
I can,
sometimes.
I can easily see that. All right, what is he saying? He's saying we're going to stick a needle in people's spines. Oh. How do we sell them on this? Beats me.
We don't tell them.
Oh, ew.
Yeah. So
I
one
like
thing you
that.
guys notice, everyone make me a constitution check real quick.
We are calling.
Yes, you are
Oh.
conning.
Why would you do
I
this
feel
to
no
me?
Okay.
Oh, no.
God.
So Jonathan and Persona.
Uh,
You guys ever seen the movie The Road?
no.
No.
Have you ever read the book The Road?
No.
No.
Wait.
Okay, so there's a scene whenever these two survivors start eating food and they get a little carried away, but also like their body is not prepared for all the processed chemicals in these foods, right? Because they weren't used to eating them. You guys within 5 minutes feel like really sick and bloated and like very like pukey. Plus your stomachs are like pretty small at this very moment. Ian, you managed to eat a pretty decent amount, and then like maybe you're just in tune with kind of like where your stomach is at all times, but like you're like if I eat another bite this is going to be bad, and this food already is like making me feel gassy and like slightly nauseous.
Yeah, but he's also like, I haven't eaten in literally 10 years.
Right.
Or maybe this is a thing that he like knows as some random fact from the fact that he's probably actually well versed in like history and shit.
Right.
Oh,
Is
he
like,
definitely learned it from the Holocaust. If he learned it from anywhere, it'd be the Holocaust.
I was not gonna say that, but I was like, how do I tiptoe around the Holocaust?
I mean,
What's up?
here's the
The
thing.
Dahmer
You're
party.
not. You don't.
True.
It just is what it is, bud.
I know.
Yeah, because I mean, you're an antiques dealer, you know.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's like one of those things where like if someone's in a starvation scenario and they haven't had meat in a long time, don't give them meat because their body cannot physically process it and it'll kill them with an intestinal blockage.
Yeah. Yeah, so maybe you avoid the jerky.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Eat small amounts, wait long enough to let the body process it enough to where I can tell I'm not going to be sick if I have a little bit more.
Right.
Small
And-
bites. Meanwhile, these two are over here.
oh yeah.
And you probably, after thinking about it, maybe I should have told someone.
Oh, this is also one of the things where he's like, I'm sure they know this. Looks over
Yeah.
and they're just like gargling down fucking like 3 things of Crystal Pepsi.
Yeah. And you
By the way-
actually oh go ahead.
I was gonna say, by the way, I saw that video for the first time about 10 minutes ago.
It's a good one. Yeah. But yeah, you actually maybe Ian, you're looking at the stuff and you see something that catches your eye. There's like there's a particular candy bar. You're like, huh. I always used to like to have those behind the counter for the kids. Wait a minute. And like you kind of like go back and you remember kind of like the first day that you opened up your like shitty little antique shop because it was shitty and little at the time, you know. It was more of a I found these things at a flea market and I have a personal collection kind of thing. You remember getting all that moved in and you remember some rep from fucking like PepsiCo maybe like came up and was like, "Hey, we have these candy bars. If you put them on your shelf, we'll sell them to you for like 5 cents a candy bar." And you're like, "Ah, that couldn't hurt," you know.
And then I can turn around and sell them for like $1.
Exactly. Yeah. So like you remember that working really well, and then you're like, "Oh shit, yeah, my shop." You know.
No, he thinks about like that because there's that little bit of satisfaction you get when you buy something for like fucking pennies, then you turn around
Yeah.
and sell it at a massive profit.
Yeah.
And then he feels really sick to his stomach because of the Olzek part of him that's like, filthy capitalist should be selling at cost.
Right? God, that's good. That's good. But yeah, Jonathan, you definitely puke, by the way. Persona, you like hold your lunch in, but ooh boy, that doesn't feel good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that feels like nothing else.
He turns away as you hear maybe you're losing your lunch inside the vending machine.
Yeah.
All the chalky milk is now I don't even want to think about that. Out of
Palmy
character.
Cooper, the mission has failed. The chalky milk has gone bad.
But yeah.
He's like,
so you
great.
guys-
So
Oh,
now
go ahead.
what?
Yeah, exactly.
He's probably looking. Oh, at this point, how loud is the intercom?
It's loud enough for you to like hear what it's saying.
What
Yeah.
wing is this, Jonathan?
You guys are currently in the Turing wing, Jonathan.
Okay. Let's see. By the looks like turn.
Oh, Turing. Great man. Sucks he went the way he did.
Yeah, but you have to admit, the British were kind of... Wait. Kind of looks over at him again with that thing where it's like that incongruency of two minds trying to grapple with one another.
Right, we're both looking at each other like, who is Alan Turing and why do we know him?
But who's
Yeah.
Alan Turing and why do we know that the British are jackasses?
Hey,
Right?
look, look. I feel like either minds of you would know that the British are jackasses.
Oh, for sure.
I was going to say both of them would know. but one of them says
For very
filthy
different reasons.
Right. One of them says filthy colonialists, and the other one is like capitalist pigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I think the Russian... No, because the Russians were also filthy colonialists.
Yes. Yes.
Especially
yeah.
as Soviets.
yeah, I was gonna say, what is a Soviet Union?
What is a satellite state?
Yeah.
What is an Afghanistan?
Yeah,
Oh.
right? But anyway, we digress.
Just don't digress.
Yeah, true.
Too easy. 3 easy,
So-
5 me.
All right, Persona's looking at this little T-junction. Which way do we go from here?
The intercom is going from, the intercom is coming from the right. Straight ahead is another set of double doors. Above it is labeled Berners-Lee.
Okay. Jonathan, do we want to go that way, or do we want to go towards the sound? That's almost surely a trap.
Let's see. I'm thinking. Oh, I wish I remembered the way out, but I don't know. Everything's still mildly fuzzy. Also, I probably didn't leave this place too often.
Well, I never
Let's
left
see.
Taiga, and it's a hulking ruin. You were saying...
Unfortunate.
Sorry.
Unfortunate. I'm thinking we should probably avoid the possible likely trap. Perhaps we head towards Burnley.
Why do you have your camera off, Mike?
My
I wanted
camera's
to s-
off?
Yes, it is. At least on my end.
Yeah, it's Roll20 does that all the damn time.
Damn, roll 20.
Because I wanted to see his expression when we said that.
Who
You
knows?
know what the roll in Roll20 stands for? Fix it
Fix
again,
it again,
Tony.
Tony. That's the dumbest shit.
I love
Uh,
it. By the way, I'm
yeah.
still not getting anything from your camera. Sorry.
Oh, motherfucker. Let me refresh one more time.
Why do I have fucking West Side Story in my head right now? There we go.
Ooh,
I can
scene.
see your pretty face.
Sick.
So we're trying to avoid your trap.
Of course,
Mike.
of course.
Mike, you're gorgeous.
Thank
By
you.
the way, you're welcome.
Fucking
Maybe-
goofballs.
Maybe Persona is looking down the hallway going, "Who knows? There's something way out there trying to kill us just for a show." Who
Hate show
knows?
tunes. What's a show? Never mind.
Hey, don't knock the
Jonathan.
classics.
Yes.
What did they do in Berners-Lee?
Hey, Mike.
You know, you're not remembering super clearly.
It definitely wasn't what they were doing here, but it was definitely part of it. And I don't remember.
Berners-Lee, huh? Hmm.
Now, Michael,
Hmm.
could I roll a history check to see if I could gain some insight based on the actual person?
Absolutely, you can.
Oh boy, this skill's not completely useless.
Yay!
Oh my god, I put
I'm going to
points in...
spend 2 points of luck to succeed.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wait, I didn't put any points into that. You go right ahead.
So Tim Berners-Lee was very associated with the .com and with developing the World Wide Web.
Here-
We're going to go there. That's where we'll find all the memes. The
Oh,
deep
yeah.
fried memes.
Here's what W3 has to say. He invented the World Wide Web in '89.
Yeah,
I'm sure
Pretty
that's a little
much.
bit of a, well, he didn't invent it. He paid people to invent it, I'm sure.
yeah. I mean, he did. No, he's still alive. He's a pretty brilliant person.
He kind of looks like a discount, not, I was just about to say, what's his face? I don't know who you are, but I'm going to find you and kill
Oh,
you.
Liam Neeson.
Yes, he almost looks
Yeah.
like discount Liam Neeson. Never mind.
Yeah.
More Liam Neeson.
Hmm.
More like Liam Neeson, his daughter.
Shut the fuck up, James.
James, all
I'm
right,
gonna beat you to death.
You cannot ban Mike from this channel and then pull shit like that.
can. That's how autocracies work.
Oh, says the beneficiary of an autocracy, James. You'd be nothing without me, kid.
So, he's looking forward and goes, well, worst comes to worst, we'll go through there, take a peek around, and if we find a way out, great. If not, we'll come back here.
Yeah. Just us,
Sounds good.
me and the boys, wandering through this place, 3 a.m., looking for beans.
Maybe we could find a cold one.
Maybe.
I don't even get it. But I feel like that's just something we should be saying.
Yeah. All right, he grabs the
As
door
we're just
handle.
fucking walking down the hall,
Yeah.
like, I
Yeah.
remember memes.
He grabs the door handle. Let's crack a cold one open.
Yeah. So you open the door handle and you open yourself into a large kind of like sub room. It looks like a big network room. Like just massive wall-to-wall racks of servers. Each of them with flashing diodes in fairly good condition. Not a sign of life around. You hear the whirring of fans and the light clicking of drives. As you kind of look in this mass. And by the way, by massive, I mean this room is. Oh shucks, how big would it be? Probably be about 80 feet by 80 feet, with a low-hanging ceiling, several pillars interlaced of network cables, and at the very end of the hallway there is a single terminal.
Ian probably motions to the terminal and then looks to Jonathan and is like, I mean, you know this better than any of us. I think.
Yeah, probably seems like a good cue for him to approach the turret.
The computer, you
Turret?
mean?
Or not the turret, the terminal. I don't know why
Yeah.
I said turret.
Are there turrets?
Oh, and then a turret pops out of it. Good job. Thanks for the next plot point, dummy.
God.
But then it goes, hello, are you still there?
Yeah,
No,
it just looks
no,
at you and
fuck
goes
you,
like,
no. Stop it.
yeah, no, you walk towards the back, and you find yourself greeted with a single login screen.
Alrighty. Time to try to remember my login, guys.
Well, you didn't work in this department, actually.
All right, Persona's going to start looking around for a sticky note with somebody's with somebody's username and password.
Well,
All you see on everything is not a mimic.
Make a spot hidden, please.
Oh, can me do too?
Yes,
What about me?
absolutely.
I probably can't beat a hard success. Where's spot hidden?
You never know, you could win that one. Yeah, you guys look around. So Jonathan, you look around the computer and you find like a network flash drive. It looks like a little antennaed flash drive. Seems to be a USB network card. Ian, you look around and you actually find on top of one of these, you find a gun. You find a handgun.
I have
21.
handgun. I have handgun.
Does it have ammo though?
It does have a magazine in it.
I have 50 handgun. You should give it to the guy with handgun. Actually, come to think of it, he's also got 50 brawl, so if someone needs it worse than him, that's fine.
You can at least identify it if you get it shown.
Assuming that this fucking normie has any points in weapon skills.
Yeah, Persona, looking at the handgun, that is a Glock 18. And it
Oh,
looks
hey.
like it's got a giggle switch on it too.
Well, all fucking right.
Yeah.
He kind of looks, anybody want it? Going once? Going twice? Sold to the lady with the big red hat. And takes it for
Yeah.
himself.
Ian like pulled his hands back like, ugh, I don't want to be anywhere near that thing.
Yeah. And actually, Persona, you kind of stopped for a second, and maybe this pulled you back from what you were looking at, but you kind of like look again, and you actually see that there is an office door. It's like a metal door. It has a plate above it that that says network admin.
Hey, Jonathan.
Yes.
He just points.
As it so happens, that is exactly what we're looking for.
He shrugs.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've got
Have
the
we seen any
Glock.
more bodies, by the way?
Not in this room, no.
No weird, person-computer hybrids.
No. And actually, did you guys take the NVD?
Yeah, we probably
Yes.
took off and on with us.
Okay. By the way, Jonathan, you finally start to remember NVD means VND rather. VND means virtual neural device.
How big is the VND?
The VND is roughly lunchbox sized.
Yeah, maybe like Ian's basically holding it like a lunchbox.
Yeah, and there is like carrying materials for it.
It's got like a swing handle.
And you do feel that there is a slight whirring inside of it. You're not sure. It's not hooked up to power, and it doesn't seem to be on.
Okay.
Could just
Question.
be that it's keeping itself cool.
So, is this Glock fitted with the old Glock 17 magazine, which is it's an 18 round magazine, or is this coming with the standard extended mag that's 33 rounds?
It's the 33 round mag.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, but it's
It's
only
got a
9
gig-
millimeter.
It's got a giggle switch. Of course, it's got the extended.
That is very true. It's
Yeah,
currently
yeah.
on semi-auto because yes.
Yeah. You actually look on the side of it, and you notice that there is a logo. It is a star that leads off to create the crimp in the S of a word Svaka. It is SVHAKA, I believe. Hold on, let me double check.
What is
SVAKHA. Yeah.
What is Svaka? Sorry. What is Svaka? Going Russian for a moment.
It's it's this. It's what is this? It's this.
It's definitely the people who you worked for. You know that much.
Yeah.
But what you were doing, you only really remember the details of your place. In fact, you kind of remember there's a little hush hush around here.
Yeah.
So-
It's-
I promise that this isn't me just trying to fish for skills to use so that I can improve them.
Ah,
But from someone who worked in business's point of view,
mm-hmm.
could I do like an appraise check of all the shit I've kind of seen to kind of get a general feel for how wealthy this project or this company or entity or whatever we're dealing with
I mean,
was?
if you have appraise, I will allow it because I mean, even like modern day appraisal can mean anything. It doesn't just need to mean jewelry or fineries.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
why I do have appraise.
Yeah, go for it. And don't
Ugh.
ever. I mean, I told you this at the beginning. Like, even if it like feels like you're fishing for skills, I don't mind. I'll tell you if you can't make a check. But generally, that's the way this game is meant to be played. Is like you use all of your abilities to investigate. This is an investigation game, not an action game.
Yeah, because that was my
Yeah.
thing. Was I was trying to get an idea of be like, wait, how did a company this rich fuck up that bad?
Yeah, I mean, like you can tell this place.
I
is...
can actually use
Hmm?
45 points of luck.
Well, I'll tell you this much: you're not going to get the full estimate value, and you're not going to get. You can tell this is upper tier. Like, but this is way beyond your pay grade. This could be anywhere from like $1 million setup to $1 billion setup. You have no idea.
So it's very strange
Fuck.
that it
Could
looked
be
like
even
it got
$1 trillion.
fucked this hard.
So
Yeah,
what that
yeah.
means is you guys need to find the books because I've got a 60 in accounting because bartender.
Oh, you
So-
have better accounting than me, the person who actually owned a store. No wonder my store was so shit.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
it's
guys,
the bartender at the end of the night that if the till is off, well, you know, nobody goes home until the till is not off.
right? No, for sure. So yeah, you guys kind of look around here. Jonathan, are you going to that admin office?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You walk into the admin office, and it is the office of Rick Hotoshi.
Rick Sanchez.
Rick Hotoshi, not Sanchez. But yeah, it's you look around the room. His computer is on, and there's a login screen. Would you like to use a computer roll to try and hack it?
Yeah.
Yeah, seems like a good roll to make.
I agree. Computer use, right?
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. You get in there and like if you hadn't worked for this company before and kind of played around in the systems yourself, you'd have no idea what you were doing. But you have. You know, like obviously you probed a few things. You maybe got a written warning or a verbal warning for it, but I mean like you still worked here and you were valuable enough that they would only like throw the book at you if you really fucked shit up.
Oh god.
You crack into his computer pretty easily. What it ends up being is you end up opening his computer, and it's a Linux with a shell of Windows inside of it, so he can be compliant.
Yeah.
And there are several files
God.
on his computer.
Gary, it's you.
Yeah, right.
It's
Um,
Ubuntu. Yes.
I will say, if anybody has library use, that would be very useful for
Oh,
coding.
I
your thing.
do have library use.
Who needs library use?
Pointless!
I have a 20.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
I'd actually
Okay.
like to make that a hard success with 14 points of luck.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So you yeah. You
What's the library?
Yeah, maybe like Persona starts to look at it and you're like, no, I've done cataloging. You look through it, and out of all the things that are on there, there are a few personal files. It looks like the dude liked to write poetry on his work computer when he was bored. There's some game files on there too.
Does he have
But
Civ?
he does not have Civ. He
Damn it.
appears to have been a shooter kind of guy.
Ah.
Pretty
Does he-
strange for a network admin, to be honest. But
Does he have like the freeware episodes of Doom, or does he have the master levels of Doom 2?
I think he froze. He froze on my end.
Yeah, he
Mike?
froze on my end.
Yeah, he
That
froze
question
too.
just broke him. He's like, shit, I should be playing a boomer shooter right now. Fuck this
Well-
stream.
Oh, well, he died. Oh my god. We lost camera, we lost audio. Mike, if you can hear us blink 3 times. Oh wait, your camera's dead. Never mind.
Yeah, we can't see that.
Mike, if you can hear us, we love you.
If you can hear us, Mike, send us a smoke signal in reply. Send
think
us
I'm
the
a little
smoke
bit
signal from your computer.
Mike, if you can do that, that might be his computer is
Oh.
smoking.
No. I
Mike,
helped
if you
fix
can
that.
hear us, send message via the Pony Express.
Oh no, ladies and gentlemen, we are suffering technical difficulties. I'm gonna move us to the Be Right Back screen, which appropriately says everything's on fire. We will be back in just a moment. We're muted. I'm working on getting audio. Go ahead. Oh, I muted the interlude. That makes me sad.
that died.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we might be back.
My apologies about that, folks. My internet died, so we're getting back to it. You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
We have a lot of users in chat right now too.
Ooh, excellent. Go ahead and say hello to them for me. But anyway, yeah. So he's got like some like character shooters, like online character shooters. He also seems to have a few MOBAs. But the things that interest you the most is you see one that is called Project Apollo. You see one, and these are all spelled with a K for project. You see one that's called Project Apollo. You see one that's called Project Nixon.
Oh,
And you
that
see-
one's broken. That one's a crook.
And you see one that is titled Project Lighter.
Oh, all of these have the
Uh-huh.
same names, eh? So what would ours be called, you think?
You know this one, Gary.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Ours was called Projekt Severovo.
Well, that's not here. We have Apollo, Nixon, and Lighter, which doesn't fit the others. Do I have access to these files? Or is it just like they're there?
Yeah, you actually do have access to them.
All right. I'd like to see what happens when I open up Project Lighter.
1 second. Hold on. Gotta replug in my headphones in my new
Refreshed internet.
Okay. What were you saying?
Then I'm gonna open up Project Lighter, I guess.
Okay. Project Lighter, upon kind of like briefly reading, appears to be a project made essentially to overwhelm network ports through actual like physical like data transfer to the point where it would heat them up to burn them out. It was kind of a data scuzzing method, mainly to be used for internal uses to flatten and completely destroy all machines on a network at one time through a secondary kill switch, essentially. So if your normal network wipe didn't happen, this would be the hardwire version of it.
So it's like extreme DDoS.
On yourself. Yeah.
I'm going to Kermit self DDoS.
Yep, exactly.
But that actually seems like something very, very useful to have, especially if we're dealing with like rogue AI.
How do we run it, like, right now?
You do not find any project launch files.
What about Project Nixon?
Give me 1 second. So, Project Nixon, looking around, it appears to be an information gathering, like an information gathering web trawler that is supposed to gather more than standards set by Cambridge Analytica, as it is written, to gather literally as much value or as much valuable data on specific targets. So it's not like a wide net. It's a seine. It's a thin, very tightly woven collector that is made to to neural network its way into finding out everything about a target.
Oh.
Especially the Democratic National Convention.
Mm.
But and Apollo? Is it about the moon?
So Project Apollo, actually, looking at it, you don't find a lot of information except for uplink to Apollo unit logs, basically saying up times and downtick times.
Do you relay this to us?
Definitely to Jonathan, because this probably makes a lot more sense to him than it does to either of us.
Well, it makes Persona wonder. Hold on. All of these projects are for very real-life applications. What was the point of Severovo?
Well, it's not in this department.
Well, hoping Jonathan knows.
Is that
Yeah.
what I think it is?
Well, Jonathan, you know what Project Severovo was for, I think.
Yeah.
If you need a
Pretty
refresher, I
sure.
can give it to you.
Let me confirm this in text because I don't want to
Yeah.
sound like an ass.
Yeah. You're good.
It's the world's next MMO.
Yeah. God. Sword fart. Gone line.
Got him.
Hey, hey, that's one of my guilty pleasures, okay? Leave me alone. I think the world idea is awesome, even if the execution is, like, standard
boy,
anime
you're my
fare.
cousin.
I said the world, not the characters.
I know
fucker.
that's when you're like, even if the rest is.
That doesn't happen till the second fucking season, okay? I didn't know what was going on.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I know that other thing was something I was also doing.
No, yeah, that was the main well, Severovo is what you basically said, but in only a testbed capacity. Your pet project was like Like maybe your pet project was like, oh, you could do that with it and like
Yeah.
make really cool experiences. But like the main point of it is the thing I just put.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we're just gonna disregard that first part and pretend it's not what it is.
I mean, you can, or you can, explain that to your friends. Either or.
We'll get to that later.
God.
And
This
make
is
it
why I
sound-
love having you in this campaign, because you know just a little bit more and service the best fucking driving motive for everyone to find things out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I make it also sound like super important when it could be. I don't know.
Exactly. Exactly.
But yeah, no, it's So yeah, it's well, it's like a test bed. You see, it's so think like you've got this this really rich dude that's got like stage 7 cancer. He's back to die in like 7 days or something like that, right? And so we put him in here and he can live out the rest of his life, hopefully extended by some of the stuff without any of the pain, because he's not going to be you know um, with himself.
Then
So-
We'll see.
why are we here?
Testing.
And
Why
how
did they
many-
pick us, though?
Let's see. I think it was because your blood work matched up very nicely with what we were trying to go for, as well as the fact that you probably needed money at the time of, along with coupled by the fact that you probably suited nominal capacity for our ideal subjects in some manner.
What you're saying is we weren't the first subjects. So what happened to the others?
Um, a varied number of things have happened.
I'm listening.
If some of them are, I mean, I know a good number of them have walked out of here fine.
A good
The
number.
ones that didn't, the ones that didn't went to a farm in Vermont to live with your aunt.
And the ones that didn't leave fine went to a place called the farm.
Okay, come on.
As in
I got given
motioning
this
to the
lecture.
server farm.
No.
I got given this lecture when my dog was run over as a child. You could just say you killed them.
Yeah.
We didn't. Not like that. We didn't.
Accidents, murder, manslaughter, there are names for all of it.
But yeah, no, we didn't. We didn't. It's okay because most of the people that we got for that were on death row. We only got the volunteer permitting allowed after
You used
Most
Class
of those.
D personnel?
Yeah.
He doesn't even know where the fuck that came from. He's like,
SCP. I'm not dumb,
no,
right?
he
Oh
doesn't.
no, he was saying that that Persona doesn't even know where he came
Oh,
from.
He's
okay.
just like,
Okay. I thought you were saying that I didn't. I was like, yeah, I do. And then I was like, yes, I do. But yeah,
God.
we're gonna have a lot of those moments, by the way. Oh. But yeah, no. So we got most of the bugs like that fixed. Kind of. You know.
okay, so I guess the next question is, why did you hop in if you weren't a test subject?
Hmm. That is a very good question. Um,
Yeah, and you don't remember hopping in. Like, you
One
have the
that-
stuff for, like, your own personal testing, but, like,
Yeah.
you always, like, you and Seiji, like, always tested with one of you in and one of you out, and you
Yeah.
avoided testing unless it was something that was, like, a personal project.
Yeah. I was getting ready to say, that is a very good question. Not one that I have the exact answer to at the moment. Hopefully, we can rectify that soon.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and as you're kind of thinking that, you hear Anatoly Bashenko, Kuryakov Akidad, Oleg Malganovich. This is all a dream. Please return
Oh, he died again. Fuck.
to your sleep. And you hear this over loudspeaker.
We didn't get any of that, at least on my
we
end.
heard return to your sleep.
Okay, yeah, no. So you hear
Return to
God
sleep.
damn it.
I could do that.
Okay, yeah. So you hear Anatoly Bashenko,
Yeah.
Kuryakov Akidad, Oleg Malganovich. This is all a dream. Please return to your sleeping receptacles. You will be reinserted to the real world shortly.
Why would 1939 Russian people use the word receptacle and have us in virtual reality? I think the computer's mad.
This voice, by the way, sounds really familiar, Jonathan, but you can't place it.
Comparing memories from the other life and the memories that we've just made here, which one seems like the real world?
That's a great question. So anyway,
That's my favorite thing.
Persona checks the safety on the Glock and then looks at you two and says, I'm not going back.
No, I'm not going back either.
Yeah, I don't plan
Even
on
if this is the fake world, at least it's not as cold.
Well, yeah, it's definitely not as cold, but I can promise you it's definitely not warm either.
Mike, you died again.
I did?
You're
At least your
hear me?
camera's acting fucky wucky.
Yeah.
You can hear me though?
We can hear you for the moment.
Okay, my internet is okay all place right now.
And now
Just-
now you're cutting out.
I
Just do better.
that now time to call night because my internet says it is.
Yeah, probably. We got some of that. Enough to know what you meant.
Yeah. So let's start. Gary.
Hi guys, it's your local tech sport, and you've caught me here playing Jonathan Davabar, the the guy that he knows what's going on. Kind of.
Gary,
I
if
mean,
you're
as soon as
talking,
he-
we cannot hear you.
Hear him.
I can hear him.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am not sure if you can hear me. I cannot hear anybody else on the stream right now.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, fuck. Hold on.
The
I know
stream
what's
gone
going on.
fucky
Please
wucky.
continue. I'm stupid.
Hello.
Okay,
Can
yeah.
you hear me? Hello. Hello.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
So go ahead and continue, Gary.
All right. Can Cyrus hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Hi there, kids. It's your local expert, and you've come here playing Jonathan Davabar, the guy who he knows what's going on, kind of, for the most part, sort of, but only halfway, and only as much as he can remember, which isn't too terribly much. It's an issue, one that hopefully gets rectified soon. However, we all know what happens with hopes and dreams. in Call of Cthulhu games. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, I don't expect to remember anytime soon. Uh but oh yeah, I'm definitely intrigued by the direction this is going. Um and I definitely can't wait till next week or next it's
Next
it's
week.
next week, yeah.
Yes.
And hopefully I don't get scheduled night shift again
Yeah.
because I want to show up.
Huh.
Yeah,
Very
so
fair.
yeah. But yeah, I think. Oh yeah, by the way, if you want to catch me on another game, you can catch me on Sundays where I play a whole cast of characters, which is slowly but surely beating out James in number of characters. So by the way, hey James, get fucked. I love you. But yeah,
Getting
yeah.
fucked
So,
seems to be grandma's job. That's why there's so many of them.
Odd.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Okay.
But there's a Davabar family secret of there's no such thing as running out of time to have children.
Standards.
God.
Those two. Actually, that's not true. Their only standard is not normal.
Yeah.
Unless that normal can produce an irregular.
Yeah.
Which I'm interested to see how everyone responds to Margaret and the mayor. And that's how I'm going to leave that one.
Yes, please do.
All right. So next we are gonna go with. Let's go with Gunner.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sarah Smith, and today you caught me playing Persona Angostura. It's funny that I think about it that he's a bartender because Angostura is a type of bitters. So yeah.
Very true.
Yeah. So you can also find me on Sundays where I'm running Tales from the Cosmos, or Mondays where I'm playing Twinkle Bailey, making horrible decisions there, or Wednesdays where I'm completely and horribly ruining everyone else's lives for the sake of my own. That's about it. Oh, now that you mention it, one small little thing for Cosmos characters. I know there are only two of you, but I will be changing some more stuff around, so you can find that later. Bye-bye.
Huh. All right, and that leaves us with James.
Hello, friendolos. My name is James, otherwise known as Nightheart. You caught me here today playing Olsig Malganov? Ian West, who is such an anti-version of Olseg Malganovich that his last name is the West, the thing that communists hate the most.
God.
Which, by the way, was the purpose of that name. You can also find me here on Sundays where I play a hell of a lot of characters that aren't from the same family, aren't all sorcerers, so it's quality over quantity.
Hey, buddy, they're not all sorcerers. That's
Just like the
easiest
first
way to
half
make
of them.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, that's just the easiest way to emphasize, hey, we fuck it all.
Anyway, that disturbing thing there. I think that's it for now, though there's still a secret project in the works. Tune in to other shows to potentially hear more about it. Mike?
Oh,
Michael?
he's
Is that it for James? Is that it for James?
Yeah,
Hello? Oh?
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try and make this quick because my name is Mike. All those win 5 get 1 free tonight. You got me running Thursday. You running clear gems. Am I cutting out a bunch?
It's a surprise.
Yay. Hold on.
Can that be our exit, by the way?
Go. Just keep going, Mike.
I think he's gonna hop in on his phone.
I'm sure, but it's so much funnier that way.
Hey,
Surprise! Hi,
Can that be our-
everybody.
can that be our
Yeah,
exit, by the way?
That can be our exit. But yeah, you have caught me running Projekt Severovo, the classic game that has a whole bunch of crazy shit going on. We kind of Matrix there for a second. Next week on Thursday, you can catch me running Fast Cars Clear Gems, the game where all sorts of intrigue is happening. It's almost like my games always are filled with a lot of intrigue. I love surprising my players. On Monday, you can catch me playing Paralictor Burn Ward, or Ex-Paralictor Burn Ward, depending on when you ask him. Right now, it is Ex-Paralictor, but you never know. Someone might go, hey, we sorry. Every other Saturday, you can catch me. Sorry, I'm a little tired. Every other Saturday, you can catch me in Bitter Inns, the Wave World sessions, where I play Greasy, the guy with the outro thing that I'm not even going to mention because it's going to take too long. If you are currently watching on Twitch, but you want to watch this video again and again and again, like the good little obedient viewer you are, you can catch us on YouTube at youtube.com/Paradise Theater. If you are currently watching on YouTube, but you want to catch us live to get broadcasts from your new overlords as soon as they come out, so you can talk about it before your friends talk about the new laws that we've enacted to make sure that we have complete and total control over a supplanted population, then you can go to twitch.tv/Paradise, or twitch.tv/Para_O_Dice_Theater. And if you like community interaction, you like the sexy, hot, fast world of scheduling, and you also happen to like hot memes, you can catch us at Twitter, at Pear Theater. Catch my music projects that I'm doing on SoundCloud under Michael Burley, Burley, and that is me. So, I think we are going to do an It's a Surprise and get on out of here. It's a surprise!